in that River State before we then have to go to Abuja. I have something for you in Abuja.
For inviting me to function in this capacity today. When he called me, I did not have any problems accepting to come, even though today was a very busy day. In the next hour, I should be swearing in the members of the Security Advisory Council in Umuahia, ably led by retired Lieutenant General Onyabo Azubike Ihejirika, who was the former Chief of Army Staff. But I had to reschedule it. It was supposed to be 10 o'clock. I rescheduled it to 2 so that I'll be here today. Why am I here? I'm here to perform the commissioning of this project, 10.98, almost 11 kilometers of road, built by a reputable company and delivered in record time of 8 months. I want to congratulate the governor for what he has done. I want to thank him for remembering this community. I want to thank him for remembering from where he came. It is very easy not to remember, but he remembered and came back. God will continue to bless you. I want to also congratulate him for the great job he's doing in River State. I have always said it, that leadership is service.
Why not you shift?
Anytime leadership differs from service, then you are getting it wrong. And service should be service to the people, not service to a very few interests. Anytime you are serving few people rather than the majority, you need to go and look at yourself again. So for me, it is all about good governance. And we have collaborated, not today, not yesterday, but for a very long time. We come back a long way. Then from the time he served under my friend and brother, Rotimi Amechi, and then it's enough to take his focus away from the welfare and interest of the people. So I can assure you, Rivers people, that the dividends of democracy that you are seeing now is still dress rehearsal. It is early morning, and I'm sure that in no distant future, we will be commissioning roads. I understand there are about 4 roads to commission today, but we are taking this one only because we have to run. So my charge to LMA people and people of River State is to continue to support their government.
Fair enough. Then he went on to commission the road. Very poor visual, but manager.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure and honor to the 10.98 kilometer road constructed by the government of Fubara. And I told you, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Reconstruction reconstruction of the Aleto, Ebubu, Etio, Old Bori Road, executed by the administration of His Excellency, Sir Siminalei Fubara, GSSRS, Fellow Chartered Institute of Accountants, Governor of Rivers State, commissioned by His Excellency, Dr. Alex Chioma Otti, OFR, Governor of Abia State, on this 14th day of May, 2024. To God be the glory.
Amen. The national anthem.
So that's how that went. Okay. And for the last time, before we leave Rivers State, that is where we have spent the last hour, just talking about rivers and what has been and what is still to be, what has come and what is still to come. But here is a clip that is already making rounds on the social media. You see, there is this part of history that because of the Nigeria genocidal war, which further led to the creation of political creation of the places we call the Niger Delta states today. So people believe that a lot of people, in order to try to avoid or hide their Igbo origin or their Igbo connection, majority of them had to change their name, tweak their names in order not to really be Igbos. And some did their best to ensure that they raised generation of non-Igbo speakers in river states, and they would rather identify as Ijo or as, is it Ijo, Ikwere, Irobo, and all those other, tribes in that axis. So you can be, you can be a Yoruba, you can also be Igbo if you share blood between the two tribes, right? The two ethnic nationalities. So that makes you somebody who has an Igbo mother, a Yoruba father. So you have connection to both. It used to be such a blessing, and it is still a blessing, I tell you. But the political development in Nigeria is a total bunker. Okay, so people whose parents have connections to the whose Igbo roots have been sort of cut off. But somehow, on the surface, it does look so. But internally, where nobody is looking, I think people just feel like they would rather just be themselves when nobody is looking. So this video of Fubara addressing the Igbos in the Ikwere area of Rivers State has been making round. It's not new. It's quite interesting. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what most of what he's saying, but it is indeed refreshing.
Onye jikwara ọfọkwa na elekwa ya afọ na China phone. I will snap you. Okay. You think it or you now? We'll delete the picture. Okay. Ndị ọdọ dị ya na nga ndị isi ere awọdị nga ndị inyem ndị isi ụmụ asawo. I'm not talking now. Gburugburu ndị Igbo na-ekele unu. The party chairman kwuola ọtụtụ ihe here. Ke m kwesịrị ikwu o werela kwuo. Ma ya adịghị ngekwe ya gba. But kwere isi njem a bịara taa dị very important. Ọ ga-adịkwa mmasị nkwutugwa one or two things. Ụmụnne m, ndị nwe m na ndị nwe here. Ihe m chọrọ ime unu ashọwụ. Ihe dum chairman kwuru. Unu were ndekọ ọ dị mma, ndekọ unu chọrọ ịnụ. Ndekọ ị na-achọghị ịnụ,
I think it's paying homage to the people on the high table right there. But yeah, this is, see, me, and I'm not asking you to start fighting yourself. So, because I've seen a lot of people trying to continue to promote this divisive rhetoric to make it look like you can't be an Ijo and still be an Igbo, that you can't be Igbo and still be Yoruba, that you can't be Igbo and still be Ishekiri. Now, they want to make you think it is not, people are fighting themselves, Baba. Ikwere is not Igbo. We are not Igbo. No, we are not. Calm down. There are Ikweres that are Igbos. That the Ikweres are Igbos or not, and the rest of that, when you begin to look at it, you realize that it's actually true. But because they have done so much damages to a lot of you, the divide and rule is real. All right? So, it's just going to be like triggering some of you. The Igbos always wanted to, nobody is trying to control you. In reality, in Nigeria that you have today, you have the Yoruba Fulanis, you have Fulani Yorubas, you have Hausa Fulanis, you have Yoruba Fulanis, Yoruba Hausas, you have Igbo Hausas, you have Hausa Igbos, you have Igala, Ijos, Ijo, Lupes, Yoruba, Ishekiris, Yorubos, Igbos, through intermarriages. They are real. There are children who were born into these marriages. They exist in their millions. But the situation of Nigeria has gotten to a stage where you have to choose one. And before you choose, you need to look around people around you. Which of these ones the people around me love? If I'm around the Yoruba, I will just say I'm Yoruba Jare. Then you see all these Igbo people, we have to deal with them. Yes, we have to deal with them. But is your mama not Igbo? I don't care. I'm a Yoruba. I'm not Igbo. I'm Yoruba. But your mama not Igbo now. Yeah, and so even if my mama try anything too, we will deal with my mama. That's the situation we have right now. And that's why it is making it sounding as if to say it is a bad thing that you were born with that mixed ethnic background. You have to choose one and then condemn the other or deny it outrightly so that you can look good to others and say, I'm a Yoruba. I said, well, is your mama not Fulani? I thought your mama was a Fulani. I said, listen, I don't care. I'll kill any. No, come on. That's what we are today. No thanks to your criminal politicians, though. But in reality, we all have a lot in common that should have been a strength and not a weapon that we have to use to kill ourselves or destroy ourselves. That's why I actually shared that. All right, it's out there. Now, talking about demolitions here and there, a lot of demolitions are going on in Nigeria now. Lagos, Abuja, even Asaba in Delta. I've made a new discovery, okay? Apart from the areas whereby people have been accused of building, especially in Lagos, they have been accused of building on the water channel, some wrongly, properties have been destroyed, lives have been shattered. And we all know the political undertone behind some of those demolitions, right? But here is something you need to know. There are those of you who buy landed properties across Nigeria, but never really do a diligent background check. Now, you see, what I've discovered now is that, yes, there might be some political undertone behind some of these demolitions. There's also some level of scams going on, and they've been going on for a while. For example, where lands have been taken from communities, no compensation paid, and these lands have been taken by government probably for certain projects. They say, we want to build so and so here. They've taken 100 acres of land. Or we want to build so and so General Hospital. They've taken like 1,000 hectares of land from these communities. Years after, nothing is being done on the land. And those communities began to sell those lands. And a lot of you who have so much money, especially the Igbos, especially you, the Igbos. You know why I mentioned the Igbos now is that we all know that the Igbos are those who have the much sort of a motivation. I don't know where they get that from, right? The motivation to want to invest in every and any part of Nigeria. And some of them are actually like investing in proper landed properties to build future businesses and enterprises, or even homes. But some of you have been sold land that's mostly are government reserved lands. You build on them and years later they may come back and start demolishing them. I'm saying this because there is one that just happened in Asaba, Delta State. Please ask if you have so much money that you couldn't find anywhere in any part of Igbo land, with all that is happening now, all that is going on around in that contraption now, yeah, if you can't find anywhere within the Igbo land to invest that money, buy that land or even lease that land, build all you have in mind to build elsewhere. If all of you are still believing that, yeah, then you should be very careful. Be very careful, because you take your money somewhere, oh, I'm buying land in Asaba, and while you are about to finish your construction, then they come around to pull it down. We are not going to shout it on Igbo on everything. Oh, here you get now. Sometimes it is not everything that they hate the Igbos for. And this is not even something that has to be like a Igbo or whoever you are. This information is for all of us, including myself. If you're going to have so much money that you have to go and do something in any part of Nigeria, it is ideal to start with, right, that you are not dealing with fraudsters and your multi-million naira or billion naira investments will go down the drains. We won't shout Igbophobia on everything. Oh. And that is just what I have heard from Asaba. I'm saying this now, not just about Asaba, even in Igbo land. You see, before you put your money on any of this land in any part of Nigeria, find out that they are not government reserved area. Take a look at this one in Asaba. They are demolishing houses in this part.
This is my house. This is my house. I've spent over 100 million plus. Not even this land alone. Not even this place alone. I have lands here. And now the government just came to demolish it. This house is, I started this house November. Look at this house. I did not stop. And fact of man, you don't even have one sympathy. Even call the government, you come and call the house of the people who own the house. Now, the school who are fighting for this, will they build something like this? I asked everybody who is here, would they build something like this? No. But that means they cannot come to a conclusion and say, young man, please, school or government want to use this. Let us even use it for all the individuals. Now, when they work like this, you are working under the sun. Is your house not beautiful at this place? Let me tell you ourselves. If the government can come together and say, yes, we are working under the sun, how much have you paid? How much will you pay? Or get sick on every kind of queer. Joy or not about their kind of queer. I don't want to.
Like I said, just be careful. Because as we are aware now, there is like a coordinated, something like a national demolition exercise. You know that of Lagos. You've seen that happen many times. Most of the shanties built, being demolished. And some of others who are like controversially were being pulled down because they didn't vote for APC, with evidence that they were not supposed to be pulled down. But they pulled them down anyway. In Abuja, Werewike is going to destroy 500 houses. And according to him, they did not have proper documents. But to the owners of all those land, no, they're planning to take over their land. Because all the documents they presented, the government of the FCT under Werewike is not going to even look at them. And most of these properties are owned by the Igbos again. Now, I don't have much details about that of Abuja, but demolishing 500 houses. And I'm here to see, or maybe it's just me, Sha. I'm actually yet to see any government in Nigeria that is building mass housing. I'm talking about like proper mass housing for people. Okay? I've seen a lot of demolitions. I am yet to see affordable housing in like thousands of houses being built for the poor people. I have seen that of Borono, Zulum, okay? But that's not the kind of mass housing I'm talking about. I have seen these guys demolished in cities, so populated cities. So where they have demolished thousands of properties and rendered tens of thousands of people homeless, possibly. I am yet to actually see Lagos unveiling 10,000 unit housing that can take in at least 40,000 families. You know that kind of thing? I haven't seen any. I have seen them demolishing left, right, and center. Like this one that this MC covered somewhere in Abuja. Not that. It should be another one. Okay.
They've demolished all these places. Oh my God, this is Kuje right now. Because the demolition, everybody, and it's happening in Kuje right now. Like right now. This is Kuje live. Ladies and gentlemen, it's MC Miti, Abuja tour guide, and of course, you know whatever I tell you about this town, you can take to the bank, you never withdraw. What's going on here is demolition in Kuje. All these shops are going down. They are going down. They are going down. They are going down. They are going down. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. My God. You see, Caterpillar is still working. They are still bringing things down. Still bringing things down. Now I just brought down that house now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. God. So such even NPCO. What's going on here? Okay. I'm not sure this is an NPC. Look at the developer want to clear this place. He wants to clear the bar. Is he clearing it?
No.
It's clearing it. It's clearing it. Oh my God. They've demolished all this place.
Do you get what I mean? I mean, I've seen hundreds of videos of demolitions. I am yet to see any video of any mass housing being built. And a lot of you who are watching this right now, if you have properties, okay, that you have invested in properties, you will understand what this means, right? That everything you have, oh, my house in Kinekon, my house in Kinekon, my house in K2 is valued at, my house in VI is valued at, and then you receive a phone call. Your house in the VI is now valued at ₦0 because there's no house in VI anymore. It's been taken. You can imagine that what will first come over you is going to be how much you really invested. Then maybe memories that you have made in that place. All of that's wiped off just like that. And all the documents you are parading, the government says is fake. And all the years you've been there, including when the government actually numbered your property, you are paying them taxes, tenement rated taxes there, right? Then suddenly you don't exist. So you are going to be wiped off, just like that. So there should be somewhere they can say, oh my God, I used to be a no more now, but now I'm living in a government, public housing. There is no public housing anywhere. Those people are going to have to kind of sell their properties cheaply. Some of them will be destroyed. And then they just have to go and hang somewhere, anywhere. And everybody will just pretend that, well, life goes on. Life doesn't go on. It stays there. Because the consequences is that those people are going to need to survive. Their children are going to need to survive. And then we'll have to actually feed off you too. And then you have the Wahala nation that you have. Demolition everywhere. Still Lagos. Shiwala, not too much. And all of you are wondering why Nigerians are not smiling. And majority of them, when you see them in public or in the public transport, everybody is just so like hardened faced somehow. There's too much people dealing with, right? And there seems to be like